Hello everybody, I'm Olivia from the Ministry of Eco-Education. Today I'm going to be talking through another of our schemes of learning, and this one is nature the answer? I'm just going to share that with you and then we can go through it together. So with all of our schemes of learning, we have 8 lessons available. However, there's flexibility in teaching all of these or some of these, or mix and matching with some of our other schemes of learning. It's entirely up to you. The key concepts addressed in this scheme of learning are action for the environment, taking action, taking responsibility. The 2 key texts we suggested are The Tree Lady, the true story of how one tree-loving woman changed a city forever by Joseph Hopkins, and by the beloved Jeannie Baker, Where the Forest Meets the Sea. This scheme of learning is aimed at Key Stage 2 learners. However, all the lessons can be adapted to suit lower age groups. The main assessment of the scheme of learning is creating a persuasive writing piece, and it links to the national curriculum in a number of subjects. For English, we have spoken language, so planning for different purposes and audiences, and selecting information, and writing persuasive, effective pieces. Maths, we've got geometry, so thinking about the property of shapes. For science, we've got living things in the habitats, recognizing that environments can change and that this can sometimes pose dangers to living things. And for geography, we've got place knowledge, so understanding geographical similarities and differences through the study of human and physical geography of a region, specifically looking at areas in the UK. So moving back to our scheme of learning, the key ideas are humans are part of nature. Nature is our life support system, providing the air we breathe, the food we eat, the water we drink, and much more, so it really needs to be protected. And that also spending time in nature is great for our health and well-being. So we really wanted to push this message across, so we'll discuss this more. So lesson 1, all of our lessons are framed around inquiry questions. So our first inquiry question is, what is the question? So how can we live in a balance with harmony so that all life flourishes? We've linked a YouTube video there that explores sustainability, and students can start to develop their thinking and key ideas around sustainability and what that means. Lesson 2, what is nature? So having a think about what nature is, how would they define it this early stage, and then by the end of the lesson, going back and researching a definition for what nature is and reflecting on their thoughts at the start of the lesson. We've encouraged going for a walk to identify how many different living and non-living things they can find, and then coming back into the classroom and having a sorting activity between living and non-living things. And there are various videos as well suggested to watch too in this lesson. Lesson 3, does nature make us happier? Have a go at tree bathing and immersing in the 5 pathways to nature connection. We've discussed a mission explore activity and having a go at one of those, and then coming back into the classroom and writing a story about an experience with nature. And hopefully every child should have something to reflect on once you've been outside and done some outdoor learning. Lesson 4, what are nature-based solutions? So exploring the different examples of nature-based solutions using the resource linked. Lesson 5, how important are trees? So we've listed an activity here to measure the carbon locked away in trees and introduce the idea of why trees are so good, and why we need to protect them. Lesson 6, what's happening to nature? So thinking about the human impact on nature through watching this video and spotting as many things as possible. And then also learning through the beloved David Attenborough and what he thinks has happened to nature and what he's observed has happened to nature over his lifetime. WWF have live lessons available. You do need to register, but they are a brilliant resource and we highly recommend that one. Lesson 7, thinking about Indigenous knowledge. So should we listen more to Indigenous knowledge? We've linked here a Twinkle resource exploring the tribes of the Amazon rainforest. So learning from the Amazon tribe groups and how they respect their rainforest and how they live at one with nature. And finally, lesson 8 discusses how we can write persuasively to answer that question, is nature the answer? So learners will come up with a persuasive piece to answer that overall overarching inquiry question. So those are our 8 lessons, all part of the scheme of learning of Is Nature the Answer? We really encourage anyone using these resources or teaching these lessons to reflect on their learning, reflect on their teaching, what's worked well, what hasn't, and have you thought of any other activities that you could suggest to other teachers having a go at this? This is a collaborative space and we really encourage you to get involved and write some things down. This is an editable document on Google Drive, so anyone's got access to it and anyone could type their thoughts. So thank you for watching. I hope you found this video useful and you really enjoy teaching about nature. Thank you.